Hello everybody, Flick here. Welcome to another Let's Look At. This time it is Sword of the Stars, The Pit. To be specific, it's the new Mind Games expansion out for it. I haven't done any coverage of this game at all for my channel so far, so I am just going to kind of make this an overview of the base game, and then also you'll see what the DLC adds. So we're just going to start game here, and new game, and normal because I'm a wimp, and entrance, not floor 5. So the plot here is an alien virus of some kind has turned a human colony into zombies. You are sent into the pit to find either the cause of or solution to the outbreak. You are given a base number of classes. I think prior to the DLC it was just the Marine, Engineer and Scout, but the DLC Mind Games has added the new Scion class, which uses the new psychic powers, trees and whatnot, which we'll have a look at in a second. And then also a Ranger, and she is the first alien, and she has a wide variety of skills. I find that she's got quite a lot of high skills to start with. She also has good melee options because she can attack with her tail and whatnot. So this is a roguelike for people who don't know. It's a randomized dungeon when you start out. Well, dungeon. Futuristic, but you know, it's a dungeon. Which we'll just jump straight into. Oh, I already have a game in progress as a Scion. It's fine, I don't mind. So this is what it looks like. A bit like Dungeons of Dreadmore. You can move around freely unless there's an enemy on your screen, in which case it slows down and you get 2 actions per turn, I guess. So we have health in the bottom bar, we also have our psi points, which is the new psychic power related stuff, and then we have food, because if you start starving, you start dying. So this is the new menu for people who are already familiar with the game. This is the psychic trees menu. This is what have we got here? We've got the empathy trees. I'm not going to go through all of these. You can pause the video on each one as I get to it if you want to read what each power available does for the tree, but that's the empathy tree. This is the telekinesis tree, which is my personal favourite so far. In fact, I'm just going to add that to my shortcut bar and I'll show you what it does in a second. We have the War Mind abilities, which are interesting. We have the redaction one, and I'll add a heal to my bar because the Scion class starts with a few base powers and a few trees. We have the manifestation tree, which is probably the most unique of them, I would say. We have the mecha empathy tree, which is related to the robotic enemies you find further in. And you have resistances, which is for defensive, and I'll take the shortcut for the psi armor. Thank you very much. So you start in this very cavernous first floor. Looks like I've got a fairly large one as well, because the first floor is usually pretty small. And I'll straight away use one of the new psi powers to target that enemy down there and pop his head. You're not really popping his head, it just looks like that to me. That's why I love imagining that's what it is. He's actually he's firing a telekinetic fist. So after this first kind of going easy on you starting floor, although saying that I've managed to die on it once, you get into an alien facility, and the idea is you are just trying to get further and further down. The furthest I've gotten so far is only floor 8, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I imagine it's pretty bad. And usually for these Let's Look Ats, if it's something I'm new to, I spend a couple of hours with it first of all, because these Look Ats are kind of a first impressions type thing. Oh, I'm just going to pop his head, don't mind me for a second. But I looked at my Steam playtime of this game so far, despite the fact I've only had it for a few days, and I'm up to about 8 hours already, so I guess you can say I'm well and truly kind of addicted to this. I mean, I love this type of game anyway. I love Dreadmore and that kind of procedurally generated roguelike. I don't know how many people like. I know some people don't like applying the rogue name to certain genre of games, but I don't care. Let me just pop that rat. So I'm trying to go slightly quick here because I think the first floor doesn't show off enough of the game, because there's only really very rarely there's ammo boxes. Mostly it's the rock piles, which is right in front of me here, which you can search for basic items. Usually it's like food rations and things, but it's when you get down into the actual facility where you start running into locked doors, computer consoles, fridges, cooking stations, crafting stations, all manner of electronics and stuff that has a random chance of influencing what happens on the floor. So although it's not in my best interest from a survivability point of view, I am just going to go straight down to the next floor just to show it off better after I pop this rat, which might give me enough. Nope, not quite enough to level. I will activate my shield. Oh yeah, I didn't go through the starting gear for this class, did I? So you have a vibro blade, which actually uses charges to send an electric current through it, so I'm just recharging it out of my stock there. I have a laser pistol with 100 bullets because it's got 10 in it and I've got 90 spare. A grenade. EMP, 2 EMP grenades, 2 knockout grenades, and then I just have my basic punch. But I'm going to stick with my blade and I'm going to go down to the next floor. And I'm going to immediately pop the head of that snake thing, which leveled me up. I'm just going to kill this other one first. So, although when you level up, I'll go in here, you have 2 stat points to spend each level, and then you also have 8 skill points. But you level up skills also just from doing the thing as well, which is a feature I love and I think more games should take advantage of. It's kind of like the Elder Scrolls way of doing things. So power and brains, I guess, is the most important to a Scion because they are focused on using their psionic abilities. I will raise my telekinesis skill. I will raise my redaction skill. I'm still using my blade, so I'll raise the blade skill. I won't use the pistol. In fact, yeah, I probably will just show off gunplay a little bit. I'll use the pistol skill. What are his? He has quite low base abilities for the ones for picking locks or using machinery and whatnot. Computer is fairly high or relatively high, so I'll raise that a bit more, and that's it. No, I have 1 more point to spend. Don't really want to waste it on another one of the psionic trees. I'll do it foraging, why not? And where did that enemy come from? Ice bat. Die. So, that damaged my armor and my pistol. That was an acid spray trap. Acid is terrible in this game. It just eats away everything. Oh, it's eating things in my inventory as well. You've got a little PDA down here that informs you of things that happen. Your SOTS also keeps track of messages and recipes and enemies and items that you've found across all characters, not just the one you're particularly playing as at that moment. Don't tell me the odds, just open the door. No, I said open the door, don't tell me the odds or fail to do the thing. Whoops. Okay, I'm not sure what happens when you trigger an alarm. I think it spawns harder enemies in the floor, or it just alerts all the enemies to where you are. Although the enemies already seem to know, so I'm not sure. Oh, that door over there opened. Hello, little robot. I'm going to pop your brain. And then have a little one. Ah, here we go. Here's some stuff to examine. So, I didn't point it out, but I suppose it's obvious. The cone behind my character is the blind spot. So, you have to pay attention to that because enemies can sneak up on you. If I was to examine... Yeah, if I was to come into the room and try and examine while staring here, something could walk in the door and I wouldn't even see it coming. So, let's see. My computer skill is actually pretty good, so let's see. I should be able to do this. I did indeed, and I got a new message unlocked, so message 99, and now I have to try and decrypt it, however, which I have a less chance. Okay, don't tell me the odds, just do it. I did it, but not completely. So, something about represent the distillation, that is flesh, assuming any shape, filling any... Okay, that sounds a bit weird. Let's just ignore that. And what is this? We have a repair hub, I think. Yeah. I don't think this will get repaired. Nope. You have to get used to a lot of things you try and do failing, especially early on. And I can't remember if I said or not, but the game is very sparing with giving you ammo and new weapons. They're very rare, to be more exact. Oops, that's why I am using my blade and psionic abilities more, because you need the ammunition for the later floors where things really step up in difficulty. So you have to take a close look at your ammo supplies, you have to balance things. However, because I'm just showing off combat, what I might do now is switch to my gun just to show it off a little bit. So what do we have here? Oh, what hit me there? Ah! Sneak attack! Gits. So if I look to the left here, my blind spot is right behind me, but I'll see anything coming in either door. In fact, there's a snake thing below me that I might just quickly pop. No, I can't because TK Fist is recharging. Oh, I'll just let it come to me. Oh, and I'm stunned as well. Nevertheless, I opened one of the very rare ammo crates and got ammunition for a gun I don't have. Enemies out of range? Oh. What's he running away from me for? Okay, so... because I don't want to run this too long, because a single playthrough, even if you only get to floor 8, like my best has been so far, can take a while. So I'll switch to my pistol. I'll do a little bit of gunplay to show you why the game restricts how much ammunition and weaponry you can find. And then maybe quickly show off the Ranger class and end this Let's Look At there. Let's have a look in this rock pile. I'm just sticking my hands into a pile of alien feces, and he seemed pleased with that. So, guns have different ranges, although most of them are actually pretty decent. I haven't had a shotgun yet, and I'm guessing it wouldn't be the same, but who knows? I mean, guns are so rare, I only usually ever get to play with the ones that I start with. And to find more enemies, we might need to just quickly jump down to the next floor here. As a level 2, which is not a good idea normally, but for the sake of exploration, let's do this. Oh, a robot. Okay, well. Nope, that didn't work. That did okay. There we go, that's not bad. And I'll reload and kill some more enemies. So because I've spent so long with the game already in such a short period of time, it may be obvious, but I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh, that's one of the new psionic enemies, who may inflict choking on me like Darth Vader style. Nope. Oh, no, 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 no. I just walked in and triggered a trap that destroyed my suit of armour. I'm now naked. Well, relatively. This is bad, although this might give me a new gun. Did it? It gave me more rifle rounds for a rifle I do not own. Which is not good. So that didn't open either. So yeah, it was a bit of a mistake coming down here. It was a bit of a mistake just walking in that room. What you can do is you can manually target and shoot doors to destroy them to avoid traps. But that requires a level of patience I didn't have when I was paying attention to what I was saying rather than what I was doing. Let's pop that rat over there. It's the same problem I sometimes have in Dreadmore. If I'm rushing around floors that I think are clear, I'll just keep on moving, not paying attention to when the game slows down, and then walk over traps and pay for it. So there we go, I got another level, but that's not really important. I think I've showed off enough of this particular class. One more mind pop for good measure of that rat down there. There we go. So I will save and quit there, and then give you a quick look at the other class added in the Mind Games expansion. So we want to start in the entrance, and we want to start as a ranger. I think I have an in progress with her as well, but it doesn't matter. So she starts with a heavy pistol, which I'll just quickly fire over there and one-shot that poor bat thing. She also has her punch, but she doesn't need that because she has a tail swipe, which is a good AoE hit that does far more damage than a base punch, which basically does nothing to enemies. She also has a SAR, which I believe is a Kono AoE sword. Doesn't need charges like the Scion's one either, so that means she can use it extensively other than when it breaks from just, you know, durability going down. Which isn't a problem early on, but later on when you get lots of acid enemies, those things suck. They eat away at everything, and if you haven't managed to find a repair station or anything like that, that's just another way the game kind of messes with you. Oh, she also starts with a belt, although for some reason I don't know why. She doesn't start with it equipped. I mean, why would you not want the extra storage space? So I think the main challenges with the game is definitely hard. I find ammo management on the later floors hard. I've never died to hunger, I've always had enough food. I always run out of ammo or just get... Oh, actually yes, I've died. Disease is another thing that keeps on killing me. Disease and poison, I think it like has off-screen dice rolls whether or not the disease or poison worsens or dissipates. And if it gets to level 10, it just insta-kills you, and I've had that happen on the very first floor once, which was rather embarrassing, and it gave me a mocking achievement for doing that, so that was nice. Still, this was Sword in the Stars, Swords of the Stars, The Pit, the Mind Games expansion, which is out. It says $3.99, the expansion. That's in pounds for anyone who's outside of the UK. I don't know what it is in dollars. I think it's $4.99, but I don't want to say specifically because I honestly I'm not sure because I'm working with pound prices here. Also, if you're watching this as I upload it, the Steam Summer Sale is going on at the moment, so you might be able to pick up the base game at a bargain and then, you know, support the developers a little bit, which is, I'm guessing they're called Kerberos because it's Cerberus but with a K, but I'm not sure which way they want it pronounced. Also, you're missing way too much with this heavy pistol, lady. Also, it sounded like you just swore there, but I'm not sure. Actually, let's try the tail swipe. No, it doesn't hit behind you. I actually thought it had full AoE, but it didn't seem to. Oh wait, no, yeah, she kind of spun on the spot there to hit behind her. Okay, that didn't work out terribly well, but that's where I quickly show off healing. Does she start with a healing thing? Field surgery. Yes, she does. Slightly larger than the one the humans start with, and it can fail. Again? There we go, and for some reason using that leveled me, probably because it raised my medical skill. But I keep on trying to end and then getting distracted by myself playing the game, so I'm going to save and quit and return to the menu. Sword of the Stars, The Pit, the Mind Game expansion, $3.99 for the expansion DLC, whatever you want to call it, and the base game I think is similarly priced, but if you were desperate for a deal, you know, keep an eye on the sale and see what you can find. Thank you for watching this video, stay tuned for more, ta-ta for now.